On this episode of Our Mountains, Rhonda sits down with Promise Zone Director Sandi Curd.
We've got tons of Christmas music from good ground.
And I'll show you how to prepare my Aunt Georgie's meatloaf. All this and more coming up on Our Mountains.
Folks, welcome to Our Mountains. My name is Joel Brashear.
I'm Dean Osborne.
And you may have noticed that our third co-host, my mother Rhonda Brashear, is not with us right now. She'll be along in just a few minutes. We like to say she's on assignment.
That's what those big time shows say.
We're big time.
Oh yeah.
But Dean, tell the folks where we're filming at today.
We're real proud to be in the auditorium at the Leslie County Center, Hazard Community College, and Kentucky School of Bluegrass and Traditional Music. Had a lot of great concerts here, and wrapping up our third day of filming in the same place.
We have been in this room a lot the past 72 hours. I think I slept here last night. I'm not sure.
I was on the other side of the room.
But folks, we're going to have a ton of neat content coming to you from the school that we're going to share with you the next couple weeks, so be on the lookout for that. But right now, I've got an important question for you.
All right.
What is your favorite recipe?
Well, as you can tell from looking at me, I like food.
Oh, I do too.
And I have to say that my brother-in-law and my wife started working on a country ham recipe that involves cooking the ham, smoking it, and then letting it just spend all day with the ham and getting it to where it basically you can cut it with a fork. And it's become a favorite of ours to do every holiday. And that brother-in-law's name is James Bowman.
Okay.
He's from Menifee County, and we will give a shout out to him and say thanks for the ham recipe.
I don't know about Nino's Diner, but Sarah and your brother-in-law might have to make a visit to Our Mountains. Now, Mom is going to share with us a very special recipe from her Aunt Georgie. It's Aunt Georgie's meatloaf. Mom?
Thanks. Today I'm going to be making meatloaf, and this is one of our family favorites. I've got it in my family recipe book. My sister compiled this book for us several years ago during a family reunion, and I use it regularly. I call this recipe Aunt Georgie's meatloaf because she was the one who gave it to me. The ingredients we're going to use today, we've got 2 pounds of ground chuck, and I have on my rubber gloves, so I'm going to be sanitary today. And we're going to chop an onion. It takes about a cup of breadcrumbs. I'm going to chop them up here. Some tomato sauce, an egg, and some salt and pepper. So it's pretty easy. Just my breadcrumbs, and this is some stale bread that I had left over, and I'm going to chop it up and just put it in. And you can use ketchup or tomato sauce. I'm going to use tomato sauce in this. It'll have a topping that we'll do a little bit. I'm just going to chop up my onion. And you don't have to have it real fine. It's just kind of rough chopped because it's going to bake and get tender. So, all right, so just going to, all right, I want to start incorporating this with my hands. A small can of tomato sauce. An egg, and just really squish it up real well. Salt and pepper, of course, will go in. I'm going to add a few more breadcrumbs and the rest of those onions. When this is baking in the oven, it smells the whole house. It makes it very enticing and inviting. You know, I don't know of many people that don't like meatloaf, except maybe for Joel. He just doesn't like it. He used to love it when he was a little boy. I think we foundered him on it, though, and it's not one of his favorite recipes right now. So we're just going to put all these onions and breadcrumbs in here. And I'm going to put salt and pepper. Oh, a couple of teaspoons of salt would be enough. And some pepper. All right. Just really mix that up. Okay. I'm going to put this into a loaf pan. Just pack it in really well. There will be some shrinkage during the baking process. I'm going to bake it about 90 minutes at 350 degrees. Now when we come back from break, I'm going to show you the topping that goes on it before we stick it in the oven, okay? Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Frontier Nursing University, celebrating 75 years as pioneers for healthcare. Our mission is to educate nurse midwives and nurse practitioners to serve women and families. Learn more about Frontier Nursing University, visit frontier.edu.
Welcome back. Now for the best part of meatloaf. We're going to use a cup of ketchup, or a little more, and 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. This is going to be a sweet, sour topping. I love it. If you want to make a little extra and hold it out to the side, you can serve it later when the meatloaf comes out. That's a good idea. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard. And a half cup of water. Just whisk all that up. And you can see it's kind of runny, it's okay. So just pour that on. If you want to pour it all, that's okay. Or if you want to save some, and I think I will, I'll save some to serve when it comes out of the oven. But just pour that on, and as it bakes, it will run down and make the meatloaf so moist and juicy. And now I'm going to put it in the oven, 350 degrees for about 90 minutes. After taking the meatloaf out of the oven, you'll have some liquid that you'll want to pour off. Just put that in a bowl. And then you can serve it with any of your sauces, the reserved sauce that we made, or your own favorite steak sauce. Ketchup's good too.
Rhonda, that's some great looking food you're cooking. And once again, Dino gets left out of the cooking segment. Dino's Diner remains just a dream of mine. Hopefully down the road we'll get to do a story on that. But one thing we are going to do is have some more great Christmas music from our friends Good Ground. They'll be with us in just a minute. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Our Mountains is currently looking for area businesses and organizations interested in sponsoring our show. From large corporations to the shop around the corner, any business in our mountains will benefit from the exposure gained from advertising on our show, and we have plans to fit any budget. Call Rhonda at 606-521-6493 or send us an email to ourmountainseky@gmail.com for more information or to set up an appointment. Help us celebrate East Kentucky culture and support Our Mountains.
Welcome back. A few weeks ago, Good Ground came to our home and we played some music and ate some good food, and they're going to play right now a number that's one of the most requested songs at this time of year, Beautiful Star of Bethlehem.
Guiding the wise men on
Thank you, Good Ground. That was a wonderful job. You know, I love getting responses from you viewers, either on Facebook or video or even my phone. Last week I had a phone call from someone up in Irvine, Kentucky, and he was bragging on the song Soldier's Memoir that was performed a few weeks ago. Later on in the show, we're going to have a special Christmas video. I think you're going to enjoy it. So to get in touch with us, the information is right there on the screen. So give me a call or send us a message.
Frontier Nursing University, celebrating 75 years as pioneers for healthcare. Our mission is to educate nurse midwives and nurse practitioners to serve women and families. Learn more about Frontier Nursing University. Visit frontier.edu.
They didn't own a house, no crib, no toys were waiting. Still they had their love for the child they were anticipating. He was born one winter night on a road between two towns. They wrapped him up so warm and tight and said, "It looks like heaven's come down." There was a new star shining in the sky up above. By his light that winter night, they found peace and perfect love. If we want to find it, I know we always will, 'cause that new star is shining for us still. They worried how to feed him. Simple trade was all they knew. It was hard enough to make ends meet when they were only two. But the cold, the dark, and the hunger couldn't take away their joy. And they knew that they would find a way for that precious baby boy. There was a new star shining in the sky up above. By his light that winter night, they found peace and perfect love. If we want to find it, I know we always will, 'cause that new star is shining for us still. And if we want to find it, I know we always will, because that new star is shining for us still.
Folks, welcome back to Our Mountains. You know, Christmas is just around the corner, and little boys and girls are writing their Christmas list to Santa. Hope you got yours done at home. We have a viewer that sent in a special video to us to help you out in case you've not got your Christmas list done. This is Buford.
Oh, 'tis the season, okay? It's that time of year again. It's time to get our list out to Santa Claus and tell him what we want. If you all have not made out your Christmas list yet to Santa Claus, I figured that if you shared some of my ideas on my Christmas list, that it would help you write yours. So I have asked Santa Claus for a gear rack for my 88 hatchback Toyota Tercel. She's lacking in that department. I've also asked for a lifetime supply of brown cows, an authentic Conway Tweedy tour jacket, and everything on page 88 of the Finger Hut catalog. I'm really excited about that. And last but not least, I have also asked for an ice cream scoop from Pampered Chef. I've heard about them. I've heard about them on the streets, and apparently they're purely magical. As soon as you set that scoop down that tub of ice cream, it's like magic. It just melts it right on contact, scoops out like nothing you've ever seen, okay? So if I get one of them right there in my stocking, you talk about Saturday. You talk about Saturday, okay? Look at my eyes. You talk about Saturday. I've been a very good boy this year, so I'm hoping that Santa Claus brings me all of those things. And maybe a little something surprise I ain't even asked for. And I'm wishing that for you all. And so this is Buford just wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Thank you, Buford, and Merry Christmas to you too. And we sure would love to hear from you again, and that goes for all you folks at home as well. If you'd like to send us a video message or a Facebook or an email, all the information is there on your screen. We sure would love to hear from you. Now, don't go anywhere. There's more from Our Mountains coming up right after this.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. I have with me today Sandi Curd from the Promise Zone. She is the coordinator. Sandi, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
What is the Promise Zone?
Well, it's a new federal initiative. President Obama announced 5 in January of 2014, rather, and they are areas that are designated to receive federal prioritization when it comes to certain grants. And Kentucky Highlands in Southeast Kentucky is the only rural one in the entire nation right now. The others are in cities like Los Angeles and Philadelphia, San Antonio, and there is one in the Oklahoma on the Choctaw Nation. But a Promise Zone is a place of 200,000 individuals or less, and we work together to try to improve the quality of life for everyone.
So is this Promise Zone in our mountains?
Oh yes, oh yes. Leslie, Letcher, Perry, Bell, Harlan, Knox, and Whitley, and Clay. Don't let me leave out Clay, but that is the Promise Zone.
Okay, that's great. Tell me about what is your connection with the mountains? Were you born here, Sandi, or?
Well, I'm a Kentucky girl, born up in Lexington, but I've been in Whitley County since, gosh, 1990, and have been there longer than anywhere else ever. Married a mountain boy. He has family that goes back for years and years. As a matter of fact, his grandfather ran a sundry shop in Williamsburg, and he played minor league baseball, and they called him Babe Curd.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And so anyhow, so I guess that means he was really good.
Okay.
But anyhow, I've been here 25 years and don't ever see myself leaving.
Great, great. Kind of gets in your blood, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
Looking toward the near future, what do
Yes.
you think the Promise Zone is going to bring to our mountains?
Well, what I hope that it brings is that we are able to start to work together, trying to collaborate, stop trying to compete with one another, work together, see if we can't get as many federal dollars in here and then churn those over. I would like to see the Promise Zone become more diversified in its economy so that when one economy starts to have a tough time, we all don't fall apart, fall
It's
apart.
Like the coal industry.
Exactly, yeah, and to have something that's so diversified that the other parts are holding it up when somebody is having an industry is having a tough time. I also see it as a way to just bring us back together, to celebrate that which makes us beautiful and unique, and to just say, this is us, and we're lovable, we're adorable, and we're very proud of it.
Right.
Yes.
I think that's one thing we find about the mountain people. There is such a pride.
Absolutely.
A pride and so much talent.
Yes.
Musical talent.
Yes.
Speaking talent.
Writing.
Writing.
Poetry and literature, and I think that comes out of just our background, our, for lack of a better word, isolation in the early years, and I think that really does generate depth of talent in those fields.
I don't do very much gardening, but there is such a need for food.
Yes.
And homegrown foods with farmers markets popping up. What do you see in the Promise Zone for agribusiness?
Actually, it's one of the places that I feel like we're really going to make some major advancements, and it's for several reasons. One, the USDA is very responsive right now to local foods. This business of having it processed and brought into our communities and us buying it off the shelf, they would prefer, for the health of everyone, that we start to see more of our homegrown vegetables, meats, eggs being produced locally. So they're very interested in it, and when they become interested in something, that allows us a chance to have business opportunities. Farming and gardening and those types of enterprises are as low cost on capital as you can find to learn the basic skills of business. And so if we can encourage a young person who has even the most remote interest in business to try it out in agriculture, then they will be learning the very lessons that they need to be able to do any other type of business. Plus, we see now our millennial kids, they have such a heart for the land, for the sky, for just the quality of a simpler life.
Right.
And ag, they're already motivated to want to explore that and to return to that. So I think it's going to be a leader in our diversified economy.
I think so too. Sandi, if someone is out there watching and they really are interested in this today, how can they get a hold of you? Is there a website they can go to?
There absolutely is. We're KYKentuckyPromiseZone.com. If you can't remember that, just remember it's a promise and Google that and it'll lead you right there to it. There's a contact section on it. And I hope folks do visit it. I'm trying to keep it as up to date as possible with grant opportunities, webinar opportunities, telling you about all the partners that we've engaged in the Promise Zone and get involved with them. I also have Sandi's blog, and on that I try to keep it posted with anything that I hear about. You know, Our Mountain is on my blog.
Good.
And just to be able for folks at a glance to just see that we are moving and we are progressing forward and that we are working together.
That's great. That's what we want to hear.
Yes.
So thanks again for coming.
Oh, thanks for having me. Yes.
And folks, we'll be right back. You stay tuned.
Our Mountains is sponsored by Frontier Nursing University, Pioneers for Healthcare. The Kentucky Bankers Association. More than banks, they're your neighbors.
Welcome back to Our Mountains. Right now, we've got a real special guest with us to sing a great song with a great message. Here's Eddie Allen.
I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. I'd rather be his than have riches untold. I'd rather have Jesus than houses or land. I'd rather be led by his nail-pierced hands than to be the king of a vast domain and be held in sin's trance way. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this old world could afford today. I'd rather have Jesus than man's applause. I'd rather be faithful to his dear cause. Oh, I'd rather have Jesus than worldwide fame. I'd rather be true to his holy name than to be the
Thank you for watching this week of Our Mountains.
And we had a lot of fun guests this week.
Yes.
Good Ground was with us. Eddie Allen sang that great song we just heard. Buford, that viewer that sent us that great Christmas list, thank you. Mom and I have been talking. We're going to pitch you to make sure you get that ice cream scoop.
I've got it at my house. I'll bring it.
And you know, Dean, next week we got something special coming up too, don't we?
That's right. I'm very excited to have a story about our school, Kentucky School of Bluegrass Traditional Music. We're on the stage of the auditorium here at the Leslie County Community Center. And Hazard Community and Technical College is the home for our school. We're going to have some current and former students and hopefully a little bit of music.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Next week?
Be great.
Come back.
Y'all have a great week.